They called it the miracle in the sky. A billion-dollar skyscraper in downtown San Francisco designed to be the ultimate status symbol. Ultra-modern, ultra-luxurious, and ultra-exclusive. They spared no expense. From the penthouse views to the private wine cellars, every detail screamed opulence. But not long after it opened its doors, something terrifying happened. The building started to lean, and not just by a little. Over time, it shifted further and further off balance. A slow, expensive disaster unfolding in real time. Today, we're uncovering how one of the most expensive condo projects in California became the real estate equivalent of the Titanic. Before we dive in, don't forget to like and subscribe for more real estate nightmares. Now, let's get started. When you spend $5 million on a condo, you expect it to stay still. But at the Millennium Tower, residents started noticing doors that wouldn't close, floors that weren't level, windows that wouldn't shut right. And by the time anyone realized how bad it was, the tower had already sunk 18 inches into the ground and was leaning over 14 inches to one side. This wasn't just a minor flaw. It was a billion-dollar architectural disaster. A luxury building filled with elite buyers and tech millionaires was quietly becoming unlivable, and no one had a clear answer why. The Millennium Tower was completed in 2009, standing 58 stories tall with 419 luxury units. It was marketed as the future of urban living. The city was booming, tech money was flooding in, and buyers wanted something iconic. Located in the upscale South of Market neighborhood, the building quickly became a magnet for high-net-worth individuals, NFL quarterbacks, Fortune 500 CEOs, even a few celebrities. This was no ordinary condo building. It had its own wine cellar, a fitness center, private cinema, even a saltwater lap pool. Buyers were paying millions, not just for square footage, but for status. But beneath the sleek glass and polished marble was a silent flaw that no one had noticed or wanted to notice. The foundations, the literal backbone of the building, were quietly giving way. The Millennium Tower was built on a foundation of concrete slabs resting on what's known as friction piles. Instead of driving steel beams down into the bedrock, which is the safest approach, the developers stopped short. They anchored the building into layers of soft clay and landfill. That saved time. It saved money. But it was also a ticking time bomb. San Francisco's soil is notoriously unstable, especially in reclaimed areas near the bay. It's soft, compressible, and over time, that soil began to compress unevenly under the massive weight of the tower. The result, the building started to sink. And worse, it began to tilt. At first, the movement was slow, almost imperceptible. The buildings aren't supposed to move, not even a little. Engineers warned it could become catastrophic. The developers, they dismissed the concerns until things started getting worse. Residents noticed it first. Things felt off. Floors felt uneven underfoot. Pictures on the wall wouldn't hang straight. Some windows got jammed shut. Then in 2016, a neighboring construction project started digging deep foundations for a new high-rise. And that's when the lean accelerated. Suddenly, the media got wind of it. San Francisco's leaning tower. It made national news. Late-night comedy. Even real estate investors began to panic. Lawsuits followed. Owners sued the developers. The developers blamed the city. The city pointed fingers at engineers. And engineers pointed back. Everyone was trying to dodge the blame. But nobody had a clear solution. And while they argued, the building kept moving. By this point, the tower had sunk over 18 inches and tilted more than 14 inches. That's more than the Leaning Tower of Pisa in less time. Condo values plummeted. Some units lost over 50% of their market value. Owners were trapped in million-dollar homes they couldn't sell. Banks stopped issuing mortgages on the building, and insurance companies were backing away. Even the most optimistic owners knew this wasn't just an engineering hiccup. It was a financial black hole. The scandal made national headlines. In 2020, after years of finger-pointing, A $100 million repair plan was approved. The solution: drill 52 new piles all the way down to the bedrock and anchor the building properly. The idea was to stabilize it, and if possible, reverse some of the tilt. But the fix didn't go smoothly. During early attempts, engineers caused the building to sink faster. That's right. The repairs made it worse. They paused the work, revised the plans, and kept spending money. The legal fees alone had reached tens of millions. Meanwhile, residents lived in a half-repaired skyscraper surrounded by scaffolding and newsreels. Even today, the work isn't fully complete, and the stigma around the building hasn't gone away. What was once the crown jewel of downtown San Francisco had become the city's most expensive punchline. So what can we learn from the rise and tilt of the Millennium Tower? First, foundations matter. No amount of luxury finishes or skyline views can save a building with poor engineering. Second, real estate hype often overlooks real risks. Buyers assumed the tower was safe because it looked safe, but they never saw what was or wasn't underneath. Third, even billion-dollar buildings can fail. And when they do, the fallout hits everyone: owners, developers, neighbors, and the city. Real estate isn't just about location. It's about execution, accountability, and yes, integrity. The Millennium Tower is still standing today. But the question remains, for how long? Thanks for watching. If you found this story wild, and honestly, kind of terrifying, give this video a like and make sure you're subscribed. We've got more insane real estate stories coming your way, including ghost mansions, billion-dollar boondoggles, and entire cities that failed to launch. This has been Real Estate Nightmares. See you in the next one.